All right, we're back with deck number 6 of the day. It's 12 and a half hours into the stream, and we are playing Initiative. So there's multiple different ways you can build Initiative. Obviously, the Initiative creatures are just really good and show up in a bunch of decks anyway, especially Avenging Hunter and all the green mid-range decks. And then there's variations of trying to go all in on the Initiative. So this is one such variation. So what is this deck doing? We have all of the legal Pauper Initiative cards: Goliath Paladin, Avenging Hunter, and Trailblazer's Torch. So this is a 5/4 with Trample, a 3/6 with Vigilance, and a 4 mana. Doesn't matter, it doesn't really do anything. Whenever a equipped creature becomes blocked, it deals 2 damage to each creature blocking it. Totally irrelevant. This is just here to be another cheap way to get the initiative. Cheap in quotes, it's 4 mana. And then the rest of the deck is basically almost entirely built on ramping into this initiative stuff as fast as possible. We are not playing the sticker bullshit goblin. There are versions that do and play like boarding party or other ways of like filtering the colors into the initiative creatures. This version is not that. So this version is playing Ornithopter, Lotus Petal, Springleaf Drum, Dark Ritual, and Culling the Weak. Those are our big mana ramps. And we also have Shambling Ghast. So Shambling Ghast is a creature that when it dies, target creature gets -1/-1 or make a treasure token. So the idea being here that you can Cull the Weak, your Shambling Ghast, and then make the treasure, and then that's exactly enough mana to cast any of your 5 drops. Mana base is this. It's all black except for 2 basics in either color of these dudes. So the only way we can cast these are if we have one of our basics, or we fix with Lotus Petal, Drum, or the Shambling Ghast, or Deadly Dispute treasure. So we also have Deadly Dispute, of course. We're going to have like random Ornithopters and stuff that don't matter, or Trailblazers torches that are completely irrelevant after they already hit the field. We've got 4 Snuff Outs for enemy creatures, even though we literally only have 4 swamps in the deck. And then 2 Unexpected Fangs in case we need to race aggro. And then 4 Volta Whispers instead of swamps because we need artifact sources for Deadly Dispute. And basically that's the only reason. And then in the sideboard, we've got 2 Nile Spellbombs for graveyards. We've got 3 Cast Down, 4 Chainer's Edict for we need just removal. Shrivel for Go Wide X1 creature decks. Although the more I play this format, the more I realize a lot of the Go Wide decks have a bunch of 2 toughness creatures as well, but I'm not sure how relevant saving 1 mana off of Drown in Sorrow is. And then 2 more Unexpected Fangs for the aggro matchups, and then 1 Reaping the Graves, which I presume is for, I don't know, like counterspell matchups where they just counter our guys and we need to get them all back. Not really sure what this is for. Anyways, that's initiative, or one version of it. So let's do what is maybe the final league of the night. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead. Oh, and there's depletion lands as well. And so these matchups are going to be either we get the initiative on turn 1 or 2, or we don't. So probably the matches are going to go by pretty fast. All right, on the play, round 1. So let's see, what does this hand do? We've got turn 1, Vault Ghast, or Vault Springleaf Drum. Turn 2, Ghast. It's just not good, right? Like, we don't have a way to actually get our initiative going. Yeah, all right, so let's mull this. Triple Peat Bog, Dark Ritual, Springleaf Drum, no payoff. Yeah, that's going to be a mull. I assume I have to mull anything that doesn't have a super fast initiative start. So let's mull this. Okay, we've got Ornithopter, Drum, Land, Dark Ritual, right? So we go Land, Drum, and then next turn we go Ornithopter, Dark Ritual, Torch. So keep putting back, I need to put back 2 cards. So let's put back Snuff Out, and I need everything in this hand to get the initiative. So I need to put back Avenging Hunter, right? Because it's turn 1 Land, Drum, then turn 2 Ritual, Ornithopter, 4 mana. So we don't have this guy. Okay, let's put that back. Done. So Land, Drum, over to them. Great Furnace. Oh no, creature. Ugh. Turn 1 creature, we can't initiative anymore. Huzzah, it's a second Ornithopter. We can initiative. Maybe. And then if they just like bolt it out of the way, we're so screwed. All right, Dark Ritual, Drum, play the Torch. Trigger. If they have a removal spell for this, we probably just immediately lose the game. Trigger. Go grab one of the other colors. On this board, the white one would be better, so let's grab the white one. Play this, over to them. I guess technically I could have equipped this, but who cares? No, they've got the blast. No. All right, well, we lose. Yep, we super lose. We only have 3 mana, so I can't even cast anything that's relevant, really. Kuldotha Rebirth, cool. Well, we're never, ever All right, so the torch is irrelevant now, so I can just Deadly Dispute that. So Deadly Dispute, eat the torch. Draw Call the Weak. Irrelevant. We haven't technically lost yet. Well, we've basically lost. I'm just top decking now. Yeah, all right. Concede. Okay, so, Shrivel, Fangs, Cutting Snuff Out, and I don't know. Let's just play 3 Fangs. All right, let's do that, I guess. All right, game 2. Petal, Ritual. We're 1 turn off from casting Goliath Paladin. All right, keep. Peat Bog, go. Mountain, Swift Spear. Okay, Petal, Peat Bog, Ritual, sack for white, cast Goliath Paladin. Trigger, get the initiative. Trigger, go grab a swamp. Play Lotus Petal. Over to opponent. Now, I guess they could double bolt this guy. That would be egregiously bad. Furnace, they're attacking. Well, we have to block. Raise the effigy +2 on Swift Spear. Okay. It is a 4/5. So then their guy survives, and then they're going to bolt our guy. Yike. So I can Deadly Dispute. Is it better to use the Petal to do that than Dark Ritual? I guess it probably is, right? All right, Deadly Dispute. Crack. Eat this guy. We need to find another blocker really fast. There's Torch. And this is exactly why I don't like Shrivel and why I think Drown in Sorrow is probably better most of the time. All right, well, we've got a Lost Well to Scry. Shambling Ghast can technically block this thing, but if they just have any spell, like if they have a burn spell, they just burn Shambling Ghast. I put a -1 counter on it, right? Is it -1 count? No, it just gets -1. But then it's still powerful enough to just hit us. I guess I can always take the initiative back with the Torch. Well, I'm definitely bottoming Vault. What would I want to draw more here? If I drew another Paladin, I could cast it. All right, I'll leave Shambling Ghast on top. Then draw, then play Shambling Ghast. And over to them. Experimental Synthesizer. Triggers the Synthesizer. Reveals Galvanic Blast. Yeah. Well, versus red decks that have turn 1 haste creatures and go wide creatures, this seems kind of bad. All right, it dies. Let's make a treasure. When they hit us, they take the initiative. We can take the initiative back for 1 turn, but that just gives us a treasure token. Another creature that also has Menace, so we're just never ever retaining the initiative in this matchup. Well, I have to. So Ritual, then cast this, sacking this. Trigger, initiative, comes back, and then the stash is the treasure token, and then over to them. Yeah, this deck really needs to just have Drown in Sorrow and not Shrivel. Our only real out here is to like draw Goliath Paladin off the top or something. I can't think of another way we can really get back into this. All right, 13, initiative comes back to them. Puts the counters on the Menace dude, sure. Makes sense. Another guy. This deck seems like tailor-made to beat my deck. All right, well, Avenging Hunter. So I literally have to pop all my mana to cast it. Cool. Cast this. Green, this one, this one, this one. So take back the initiative, make a skeleton, and over to them. So they have the implement that they can sack and the synthesizer that they can sack to give their guys Menace. So we're basically in the initiative battle, right? So I need my Avenging Hunter to live, although I basically don't have much mana here. I think I need to like Call the Weak the skeleton so I can put a lifelink counter on this guy. Kuldotha Rebirth, eat the synthesizer, reveal a mountain. All right, they have a 5/4 and a 3/2 with Menace. They play a land. Combat. Swing with Menace dudes. Nope, just the one Menace dude. Nope, both of them. Yeah, no blocks. Take 8, go to 5. Initiative comes back. Oh, right, yeah. I forgot. They're going to trap. So I needed to double block this dude. I think we were in a very poor position regardless. What was my next draw even going to be, right? Another unexpected thing. So the problem is, like, if I double block here, then the skeleton dies. Then I untap. I literally can't play anything. I have to attack them back, and then I can maybe get the initiative back and get one dude into play, but then I'm just dead next turn anyway. All right, match 2. We're on the draw. We've got, turn 2, we can Deadly Dispute the Lotus Petal, and then it's slow, but I think it's more reliable. All right, let's keep. Island. Delver. Well, never mind. Once again, our initiative is garbage. Over to them. We can never cast Deadly Dispute either because counter spells, and it flips. Mental Note revealed. Oh, so it's a flying creature on turn 1. Literally, our whole strategy dies. I literally can't think of a way we get out of this. I'd have to find, like, what? Snuff Out to kill Delver? I imagine they'll cast Mental Note here, right? All right. Well, while they potentially only have Spell Pierce up, cast this. Good. All right. Back to them. Cast another mental note. Rolls over deep anal. Take another 3 down to 14. Well, there's Ornithopter at least. Let's see if that resolves. Cast Ornithopter. Land. Well, I have enough to cast the Torch, although I have to go down on mana. It's almost certainly just going to get countered, right? All right, let's just play Drum. And then pass to them. Mental note. Swings with Delver, no blocks. Go to 11. Lotus Petal. Man, they just have Counterspell mana up, so like they're just going to counter. So let's say I Cull the Weak, right? Cull the Weak, and then I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is not enough to do both of them. Although it's enough to do... Well, it doesn't really matter if I play both, right? I guess it kind of does. Although if they just counter the first creature, then it's so bad. All right, tap this for black, Cull the Weak, eat the Ornithopter, cast Avenging Hunter, and there's the counterspell. Yeah, well, we just got to pass now. I guess I just Deadly Dispute this Drum because it's not doing anything for us anymore. Eat the Drum. All right, Peat Bog, go. Attack with the Delver, go to 8. Plays Terror and still gets to hold counterspell mana up. Oh, they're tapping out. Not that it matters because this freaking Serpents. All right, so this Ritual, white. We're actually just dead on the board, right? We actually just died regardless of whether we play Goliath Paladin. They have 8 damage regardless of how we block them. Oh my god. All right. Okay, so we just need all the removal, right? All the removal. Not Fangs. Ugh. What can I cut? We're kind of dependent on going all in on turn 1, right? Maybe I don't bring in all this removal for when we're on the play, but I do on the draw. Chainer's Edict's probably better than Cast Down. Same thing here. All right, let's go. I guess we just got to do this and try to get a turn 1 kill. Or try a turn 1 initiative, rather. Now Spellbomb's probably also good in this matchup, right? Yeah. Well, our plan is just turn 1 initiative. That is a turn 1 initiative, right? Swamp, Ritual, 5 mana, Ornithopter, Drum, Goliath Paladin. It is. All right, keep Swamp, Ritual, Drum, Ornithopter, white, Ritual, Goliath Paladin. Boom. Ritual, initiative, yield, initiative, and grab the forest. Over to them. Pauper, ladies and gentlemen. They can just have Snap. All right, well, Forge onto here. I guess if they have Snap, right? We still get to keep initiativing, whatever. This, go to combat, swing here, and then back to them. Cast Mental Note. All right, let's see if they snap it. Trap them. 5 damage to you. Land. Go to combat. Swing. Yep, there's the snap. End step. What do you do? Mental Note. More stuff in the graveyard. Thought Scour. Talarian Terror. Initiative. Then we draw a card. All right, we got double Chainers here, so I think we're good. Oh, and Snuff Out? Cool. All right, Chainers. Target you. Counterspell. All right, black. Chainers. Kill your Talarian Terror. Then it's over to them, and then our initiative hits mode number, or room number 5 next. Although we don't actually have too many creatures in our deck, right? The only creatures we actually care to hit are all the initiative boys. Cryptic Serpent. All right, final room. Yep, it's a crappy 1/1, or 4/4 now, but it can't, I guess it can trade with this. Yeah, it can actually trade with this. So let's just get our Goliath Paladin out again. Oh, actually, I can just snuff this out, right? Yeah, just kill that. All right. So when we're on the draw, I imagine we just have to be all in on just like remove all their stuff, right? Snuff out, Nile Spellbomb for their graveyard, cast down, just make the game drag, which means that we don't want to do turn 1 stuff. Like, because the problem is we can never guarantee that our turn 1 play will actually be good. If they just have a Delver on turn 1, then they steal the initiative from us. If they just have a Spell Pierce and we try to go all in on like Culling the Weak, then we just burn all our resources. So I'm not sure what I'm supposed to board out here. Because the problem is without rituals, we're not really doing anything. All right, so let's just say I'm never going to keep them from ever having enough spells to just cast their giant serpent. So let's just not bother with Spell Bomb. And then 5 other cards have to go. It just can't be the initiative, guys. Like, it just can't be. So maybe I just shave a bunch of stuff. This, Ritual, and Ornithopter, and Drum. Just, like, shave a bunch of things. All right, let's try that. This hand is not keepable. Mull this. This hand is just full of removal, although it can't actually do anything. I don't think I can keep a hand that's just like 3 removal spells. That's literally doing nothing else. All right, Mull. This hand's so bad as well. All right, keep this. What am I putting back? Let's see. Avenging Hunter. I guess just both the initiative guys, right? I've got Deadly Dispute to eat this Petal to draw some cards, and a Chainer's Edict. All right, get rid of these. Look, turn 1 Delver. Cool. All right, Swamp, Petal. I don't think I try to kill this right now. Let's just pass. Delver trigger. Does not flip. We go to 19. All right. Let's stop on their upkeep with the Delver trigger. Opponent brainstorms. Delver trigger. Flips, revealing Deep Analysis. All right. Try to kill that. Spell Pierce. Another land. Swing with the Delver. We go to 16. All right. Chainers. Actually died. Play Ornithopter. Over to them. Cycles Lorien. Island. Thought Scour. Milling over Thought Scour and Murmuring Mystic. Brainstorm. Plays Delver. Plays 2 Delvers. Yuck. Well, do we just chainer them both back to back? I guess. I really need to draw lands. All right, Deadly Dispute, eat this. And then in the worst case, I just use the treasure token. Ugh. Really didn't want to have to do that, but all right. Cast down, kill one of them. Back to them. Delver trigger. Reveals Mental Note, in which flips Delver. And then we go to 13. And they're just never going to run out of cards because they have Deep Analysis and are under absolutely no pressure. Oh, there's Terror. All right, Chainers. Delver dies, then it's back to them. Mental Note. Mills over some more stuff. And a Deep Analysis. Deep Analysis flashback. Alright, they have to have not a counterspell. Chainers again. Snap their guy. Alright, we're not winning this. Yeah, let's just give it up. Alright, initiative not doing so well so far. I don't know, it feels like Kuldotha and Mono Blue are bad matchups for the deck, which, I mean, considering they're 2 of the top decks in the format, bodes pretty poorly for this deck's expected results. You just literally need a busted, like, turn 1 initiative creature every game. Maybe you could reinvent the deck as also just running Monarch cards, too. The deck probably needs to be playing the Sticker Goblin and just, like, all the fast degenerate mana bullshit and just not even bothering with Snuff Out and that kind of stuff. So I think the big impediment to running Sticker Goblin is that other than Torch, the other 2 initiative creatures aren't in red, but you could get around that. So there's obviously Lotus Petal, but you could also get around it with Wild Cantor and Monomorphos, which are both legal. So that's maybe a way to do it. All right, on the play for match 3. What does this hand do? Vault, Lotus Petal, and then we don't have a creature to sack Culling the week to, so it just dies on the spot. Well, no lands, although we have Petal, but nothing to follow that up with, so that's a mull. All right, so Peat Bog. So the Shambling Ghast obviously goes back, and we don't need the second drum. So what is this hand? It's Peat Bog, Ornithopter, Springleaf Drum, Petal. So it's turn 1 Peat Bog, turn 2 tap for 2, Petals 3. So it's waiting. All right, keep, toss the second drum and Shambling Ghast. All right, Peat Bog, go. Island. Ugh. And we drew a Shambling Ghast. All right, cast Ornithopter. Float here, play Gas, a drum, Lotus Petal, over to them. So we've got to try to get it next turn through a counterspell. And then if it fails, we basically don't have any mana left. Oh, it's Delver again. Excellent. So now they just keep passing. Well, I'm not going to jam this into a counterspell, so swing with the Gas. Thought Scour, mill themselves over. Thought Scour. They just will never ever go shields down, right? Third island. I think this matchup is actually impossible unless we have literally the turn 1 initiative creature. All right, combat. Swing with Shambling Ghast. Brainstorm. Mental Note. 2 Deep Analysis milled over. Actually, we don't even have the mana for Avenging Hunter, do we? We're at 4. Yeah, we're actually even short of even casting it. Cryptic Serpent. Still holding Counterspell up. We can't even cast these Snuff Outs because we don't have Swamps. I guess I can block and make a treasure. Like, it doesn't matter. They have Counterspell. They're not going to just not have Counterspell. Block, make a treasure, Delver, Terror, still holding up Counterspell mana. Yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to try. It doesn't even matter. Even if it resolved, they have multiple giant bombs in play. Like, I can't even hold on to the initiative. All right, so you know what this deck really needs? Like, Duress against the Counterspell decks. But regardless, all right, so Fangs is gone. Chainer's in. But you know what? I think I don't change anything else. I think I literally keep the rest of it the same and just try to turn 1 an initiative creature because there's no other way we're going to win this matchup. So submit. We have a bunch of mana, but we don't have an initiative creature. So we've got turn 1 land drum, turn 2, or no, it's turn 1 land ritual, play Shambling Ghast, and then so land ritual drum, Shambling Ghast, tap Deadly Dispute, eat the Shambling Ghast, make a treasure. Then my board is swamp 2 treasures. And I potentially have 4 mana next turn, but this hand just completely fails. without drawing an initiative creature, so I would have to draw an initiative creature out of the or torch out of the top 2 to 3 cards in my deck, and if I don't, then the hand just dies. Let's mull. Yeah, let's mull. Culling the Weak, no creature to sack to it. We have a turn, not even a turn 2, right? We have a turn 3 Goliath Paladin. That's not going to cut it. They'll just have a counterspell. Mull. I can't go to 4, so keep. What am I chucking? Lotus Petal, Culling the Weak. Like, this hand just doesn't have an initiative creature in it, so whatever. This, Drum, Ornithopter, go. Turn 1 Delver. All right, it's probably better to sack the Drum than it is to sack Ornithopter. All right, sack the Drum. Nope. Well, we can Chainers them. It doesn't even matter. Chainers, so far behind on mana. They'll just have a handful of stuff. Good luck even getting our guy through a counterspell, much less, like, we don't even have it anyway. Lorien goes, finds an island, plays another Delver, sure. All right, Dark Ritual, Shambling Ghast, Deadly Dispute, eat this. Trigger, kill Delver, draw. We're short. All right, cast Ornithopter, go. Another Ornithopter, cool. Well, here's another Ornithopter. Pass the turn. Brainstorm. If this deck could consistently hit the initiative on turn 1, then I think it would be like a Neo brand type deck where you could take the risk of doing it. But the fact that it's also inconsistent, I think, is just kills the deck dead. Because it just doesn't have actually good turn 1 or 2 initiative hits. Solarian Terror, opponent still has mana open for counterspells. Peat Bog, yeah, I'm not bothering to continue this. We're dead. All right, 0-3. All right, we're on the draw for round 4. This hand is a turn 1 Trailblazer's Torch, so sure, I'll keep. Island. Oh, not another blue deck. Swamp, Petal. I have to play around Spell Pierce. Yeah, all right. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Torch. Trigger the initiative. Let's go grab, I don't know, green. And then play Ornithopter. And then the Torch is irrelevant now that it's here, so we may as well use the mana to sack the Torch. So Deadly Dispute the Torch. All right, there's Avenging Hunter for next turn, although I can't even cast it next turn anyway, but whatever. Heap Gate. Oh, it's Gates. Okay, Modern Age. So we've got some time now. This card's a cat. All right, am I forging onto Ornithopter? Probably not. I'm probably going down the other route. All right, Lost Well, Scry, Ornithopter, and another Torch. I don't want either of those, so let's bottom both. Drawing Unexpected Fangs. Well, play this, play Ghast, and then just pass. Modern Age trigger. This card's Counterspell. Preordain. Plays a tapped gate. All right, so stash, make a treasure. All right, so we can play Avenging Hunter. Play Avenging Hunter, trigger, get the next set on the initiative, make a Skelebro, go to combat, swing. All right, I think we've got this one. So Vector Glider flips over, but our board's a lot better than theirs. Journey to Nowhere, eating, presumably Avenging Hunter. Yep. So last room, what do we hit? Another Avenging Hunter. So grab that. Comes in with really bigness. And then hits the initiative again, grabbing a Plains. Then we draw. All right. Shambling Ghast. All right. I should use my mana. So Unexpected Fangs on the skeleton. Go to combat. Swing here. They attack. Chump block with the Ornithopter. I did debate putting the counter on the Ornithopter to block, but I think it's better to just keep hitting them as fast as possible. They play another gate. Plays Squadron Hawk. Caw! Plays another Squadron Hawk. So if I Cull the Weak Shambling Ghast, eating one of them, right? Then they can't block this. So let's Forge onto here. Oh, we just win. Okay. Well, they're conceding anyway. Sideboard. Caw Gates. Shrivel to eat the Hawks. That's the only one that I can think of that matters. There's the Hawks, the Cats, and there's Vector Glider. Although Vector Glider's slow. So I think I just cut, what, Snuff Outs for Shrivels. I don't even need to race them with Unexpected Fangs, actually, so I can just have removal. All right, let's do that. What is this hand? A lot of mana with no payoff. So mull this. Once again, a bunch of mana with no payoff. Mull this. All right, this is... We've got turn 1 Peat Bog, turn 2, 2, 4, 5 into Avenging Hunter. So keep and put back. We can't even cast Snuff Out. Although I can if I initiative because I can go grab a swamp. So let's put back Goliath Paladins. All right, Gate. Lotus Petal doesn't change anything. So play Peat Bog, play Petal, and then pass to them. Now, if they just hold up mana for Counterspell, then that's a problem. All right, cast Dark Ritual, cast Avenging Hunter. Lorien revealed Cycle, sure. So trigger, always yield, grab Swamp, and then pass. Brainstorm. Plays an island. Squadron Hawk. All right, go to the forge, then forge here. All right, kill the hawk. Oh, I actually need to play swamp first. Play swamp, kill the hawk, then go to combat, hit them for 7. So they do have another hawk to follow this up with, so if they have like journey to kill this, all right. Another hawk, trap, 5 to them. All right, go to combat. This puts them to 1. All right, put them to 1. They can steal the initiative, but they also need to find an answer to Avenging Hunter. Basically what? It's Journey to Nowhere, or they can fog for a few turns with Prismatic Strands. There's Journey to Nowhere immediately, and now we probably just lose the game because we just have nothing. I mean, I can Shrivel, but what's the point? So, play a land, go. Just wait for them to play more creatures. All right, yeah, they get Forge. Duh. Well, they're not forging anyway. Scry. So they hit us. All right, Deadly Dispute on the Petal. Eat the Lotus Petal. See if this resolves. Nope, it gets dispelled. All right, back to them. Make a treasure with the heap gate. All right, and they make another treasure with the Undercity. Plays another gate. Brainstorm. Another hawk. One more hawk to go. They just won't play it though. There's no reason for them to play it. They should just keep holding up interaction. Yeah. All right. Play land. Pass. So then now they make a 4/1 skeleton, and now will be my shot at shriveling their board. Although, that doesn't matter either. Not really. Plays another tapped gate. Hits us again. We go to 11. All right. Try to shrivel. Back to them. 10 cards revealed. Finds a 4/4 cat. Well, we drew an Ornithopter, so I don't think we're getting out of this. They have 7 cards. Let's just concede. So game 3. I mean, just like run the same thing back, I guess. Once again, I think this deck entirely wins or loses based on do you turn 1 the initiative or not. Although even there, if you just get your guy removed. All right, this hand does nothing. Mull. This hand also does nothing. Mull. What does this hand do? It's pretty close, right? Is it a turn 2? It's turn 1 Swamp Shambling Ghast. Turn 2 Drum, tap the Ghast, call the weak, Avenger. Yeah, okay, so this is fine. So put back Snuff Out and probably the Drum, and then just play Peat Bog on turn 1. Yeah, all right, put that back. Done. Play Peat Bog. Over to them. Plays a gate. All right, so tap Ghast, call the weak, make a treasure, then Avenging Hunter. This one, green, trigger, initiative, go grab planes, play it, pass. I think I also just cannot go all in on the left side on this guy against Journey to Nowhere. So let's scry instead. Yeah, cat. If they just have an answer to Avenging Hunter, then we just lose really fast. So let's scry. An Ornithopter is a blocker, I guess, in case they deal with this. Bottom, top. Play Ornithopter, play Swamp. All right, swing here. Preordain. Basilisk Gate into Journey. Yeah, eats the Avenging Hunter. Okay. All right. Block. They gain 1 off the cat, and then the initiative goes off again. We make a treasure. All right. Well, nothing else to do. Play land, go. If they have removal for Ornithopter, we probably just lose on the spot. Oh, yeah, they have Basilisk Gate. Right. They can just pump. Oh, and Journey to Nowhere. All right. We're dead. I'd have to, like, immediately draw into another initiative guy. Yeah. All right. You know, even if I do, they have Basilisk Gate and 3 gates in play. And a bunch of cards. 4 gates. And Squadron Hawk, so they can always steal it back. Yeah, alright, they win. Well, what a disaster. We're not bothering with the 5th game. So that's the initiative. There's probably a better way to build this. I do think there's something to having, like, going all in on initiative or monarch creatures really fast, but as I said earlier, it probably involves red rituals. So, like, the Name Sticker Goblin, maybe write a Flame Simian Spirit Guide. You can use Monomorphos to fix your colors. It's probably something more along those lines, if at all. 'Cause this is just too inconsistent. Even the games where we got like the really fast initiative starts, if they just kill your initiative guy and then play a creature and take it back, then you lose the game anyway. So yeah, something to the concept, but serious work needs to be done.